All right, my bad.
You're good. What up, guys? Another episode of Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Show with the usual suspects, myself, Gabe, Ray, and then we got a Mike 4 tonight. Mike 4, you want to say anything?
What's up, guys?
Mike 4 in the building.
Mike 4 checking in. 1 2 1 2.
Producer Mike 4.
He's so good looking. Drives me crazy.
Like I said.
Listen.
What a good guy. Cowboy fan, too. We had a good guy.
Oh, you're giving away personal information about Mike 4
I
already?
didn't say his name. I just say he's a Cowboy fan.
Okay.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans, sir.
America's team.
America's
There's almost too many Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Yeah.
Even I agree.
For
Yes.
sure. But we have been talking about the trend of upping our production level. We're bringing in a producer. And right now his name is Mike 4. Because as a producer, you have to earn your chops. I don't think Ray at the Raiders, I don't think you got called Ray until like second season.
Second season, for sure. Yeah. Then they started shouting me out. It's fine.
Yeah, you got to go through the rookie hazing.
You have to. You absolutely have to. I can't wait for Mike 4 to get some rookie hazing.
Can't wait, guys.
The episode today is all about kind of like our booms or bust, but we're going with the royalty theme. Shout out Gabe for the idea. Royalty or Joker this year. So if we think you're going to be good, you're royalty. If we think you're going to not be good, you're a Joker. But first, we have some news and notes.
Fun times in the
Aren't they?
NFL.
Aren't they?
Goodell acting like Oprah out here, just giving them away.
You get a suspension, and you get a suspension. Rashee Rice, 30 days jail time, suspension looming. How long do we think it could be for Rashee Rice for his suspension?
6 games. He's getting 6.
6.
The funny thing is, though, his suspension was supposed to come next year. They kept delaying this case, and then I don't know what happened. I wasn't keeping up.
Yep.
But they just gave him a sentence. So he's definitely getting suspended here soon. I'm calling 6 games.
I'm curious why they moved it up as well, the trial. I mean, they were pushing it back, like you said, over and over and over again. Maybe because is he not fully healthy? Was it a move by him and his team?
He's practicing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it does hurt a couple of the guys that are on our list later today.
We'll get to that.
For sure. We'll get to that. But I think for fantasy purposes, losing Rashee Rice kind of sucks.
I had him top 15.
Yeah.
I didn't have them that high, but yeah, no, that's a big blow for fantasy and for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
I even had him in the league last year. He was killing it until he got hurt.
He was great. Another wide receiver, another driving incident.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Addison.
Yep.
Suspension looming. At least 3 games it will be. Do we think it's more than 3?
I think he'll probably get 3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The CBA minimum?
I can see 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like his case was as bad. He just reckless driving over 100, it sounded like.
Yep.
So
I think Dewey might be in there as well. Not sure. That's probably getting he took a wet driving plea, whatever that means.
who did you say?
Addison.
Yeah,
whatever wet driving, that's the plea that he agreed to.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Is that like a DUI that he got pushed under? I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure either, but yeah, he's probably getting suspended as well.
We're not lawyers on this pod.
No.
Mike Ford, do you know what wet driving is? Do you know what that plea means?
No comment on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Little history with that?
Was it raining?
I don't know. See, that's kind of what I thought too. I was like, wait, maybe he was going fast while it was raining. I don't know.
Ooh,
I don't know.
that'd be good.
And then a couple guys on PUP.
Oh,
Niner
yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Big news.
Who are they?
Brandon Ayuk and Ricky Pearsall.
I'm just going to excuse myself from this segment. You guys go ahead and talk this up.
Both wide receivers.
Yeah. I think that's worse news for Brandon Ayuk than it is for Ricky Pearsall. I think Ayuk's probably going to start the season on PUP.
Pretty Ricky.
And I'm forcing to miss 6 games now.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I think Ricky Pearsall will be back during the preseason. I don't think he'll miss all that much time. He's dealing with hamstrings. Ayuk's coming off a pretty serious knee injury.
Yeah, just a couple. You think it's just like precautionary?
Yeah. Lets him go to team meetings still, not have to practice. I think it's a smart move. Just shut him down for a little bit, let those hammies heal up.
Sure, we got time.
Training camp coming up. You're going to see a lot of guys go in the PUP. They'll take them on. As long as they're off by the time the 53-man roster is finalized, they can play.
Yep.
You'll see a lot of guys. Big names go on PUP probably, and then they'll take them off.
Yep.
Ricky Pearsall should be okay. Brandon Ayuk, That's one to worry about.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what Pearsall can do. We're going to get to him later too. Couple guys
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, a couple guys we're going to get to later that had to do with our news and notes. Without further ado, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the episode. Let's go royalty or Joker. Pretty sweet little graphic if you're watching on YouTube, if you're not just listening. Pretty sweet little graphic thrown up by Mike 4. Shout out Mike 4. Our first royalty, we'll start with me. We're going to take turns, royalty, 3 each. Our first royalty
Say it.
is Dak Prescott.
Love it.
The addition of George Pickens, the lack of an efficient running game. Miles Sanders can catch the ball out of the backfield. CeeDee Lamb is still CeeDee Lamb. They're going to pass the ball 75 times a game. Dak has he wasn't in my top 10 quarterback rankings. Okay? Mistake. Big mistake. They're adjusted. He's a top 10 quarterback. I could see him finishing in the top 5 fantasy quarterback this year. Maybe top 4. You know the big 4 names. You got Jackson, Allen, Hurts, Burrow. Dak might supplant one of those guys.
What I heard was Dak is the second best quarterback in this division ahead of Jaden Daniels. That's what I heard.
Second best?
You didn't say you said the big 4 and then Dak.
Right. No.
And you said Hurts and not Daniels.
Listen,
thought Daniels would
I've
be in there.
always actually been a Dak Prescott fan.
Yeah.
I think he is better than Jaden Daniels this season.
So originally I had Dak in my top 10 of quarterbacks, and then I wanted to change it because I didn't want to seem like a homer. You are 1,000% right. We are going to pass that ball. Probably he's going to have a couple 50 pass attempt games.
You don't think he'll get to 75?
75 attempts.
But 50, 40, 50 for sure. That's going to be our philosophy this year. And Schottenheimer is a passing kind of guy. And so we'll see what happens. I love it. I agree with it 100%. I just didn't want to seem like a homer.
Did he throw for – here's a dumb question inbound. He got hurt last year, correct?
He did. And I have a quick stat.
Yeah, please.
From weeks 1 to 4, when he played and healthy, Dak was quarterback 7. So he was top 10 until he got hurt.
I think he can go – would it be dumb to say over 4,000?
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I was going to look to see how many times he's done it in his career. But
The year before, with his MVP candidate season, he had 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think top 4, where you're saying breaking into, might be a little, I don't know if he's going to quite get there.
In 2019, he had 4,902 yards.
He's capable.
Yeah.
Then in 2021, 4,449. And in 2023, which is only 2 seasons removed, 4,516 with 36 touchdowns. That's the year he's going to have this year.
I can see it.
He's going to have a year similar to that, which is top 5 easy fantasy quarterback. And he runs sometimes.
He does.
He doesn't run anymore.
Yeah.
Well, You're right.
I
You're right.
promise you he
Especially now that he got hurt.
doesn't. It irks me sometimes
And
how much he doesn't run.
There's no concern about a lack of a rushing game. I mean, that can,
Yeah, make them hyper focus in. I think
Yeah.
that the weapons outside, I think having Pickens added on with CD, someone's going to be open.
But
and Dak has the ability to get it there.
But if you don't have to worry about Miles Sanders or Javonte Williams
Or Jaden Blue, baby.
then can't you just double both the wide receivers on the outside and leave only
Yeah, but then
6 in the box?
Yeah.
Then you got the tight end.
Yeah, Jake
Right.
Ferguson.
And you got Ferguson.
Luke Schoonmaker came on last year.
Scooney.
We still,
I don't know. I think
Tolbert's still coming up, kind of.
Yeah, I think the weapons there. I think they can get past with the lack of a running game.
I mean, I like the idea of it, but I don't see him being in the top 4 this year. I think he'll finish top 10 for sure.
That was a little rich, but
Yeah.
top 10 for sure. But
Yeah,
hey,
I like top 5 because
Stand
I'm
on
just
it.
calling it he's my royalty.
someone's going to
Love
get
it.
hurt. You never know.
Gabe, give us your first royalty. I think I like the take. Too bold for my blood, but who do you got?
Look, I said it in my running back video. He's going to wear the crown this year. Rookie of the year. Put it on right now. Ashton Genty. This guy is going to break out. We were talking about a legend earlier. Speaking of Cowboys.
Legend.
Ashton Genty reminds me of Emmitt Smith. coming out. Shorter. He has a good burst. But the difference with Gentry and Emmitt Smith, Gentry could take it 70 yards. I think the Raiders are going to implement a new style. I think they're going to pound the rock. Gentry's going to get 20-plus touches, I believe, each game, whether it's out the backfield or rushing. He can catch out the backfield, too. That's the great thing about him. He's going to be a 3-down back. He has no competition. Pete Carroll there, love that. Chip Kelly's the offensive coordinator. Those two guys are about running the ball. Everyone thought Chip Kelly was a speed kind of offense, run, hurry up, hurry up. No, he wants to run the ball and pound the ball. This is going to be a top 5 running back. I'm standing on that throne right now.
Top 5 is
I have him number 5 right now.
crazy for a rookie.
Top 5.
Mountain West pride.
Absolutely. I'm all in on Ashton Gentry, too. I think he's a beast. He's in a perfect position, like you said. I mean, the offensive line for the Raiders, that's still to be determined.
Kind of a little better,
We've got
though.
to see. It's in theory, in camp, everybody looks better, right? But it'll be exciting to see. I'm excited to watch him. He's a fun player to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it'll be fun to watch. I'm not as high on him as both of you guys, and as I think the entire fantasy community is. Rookie.
Yeah.
I don't have faith in the O-line to be a running O-line yet, but he's going to be awesome to watch. It's going to be really fun to watch develop.
I've seen him as high as 5. I've seen him as low as 12. There is definitely, it's either you're not, there's no in between. It's either you're really high on him or you're kind of hesitant on him.
I personally would never take him in the first round. I think it's the second.
I probably won't either, yeah.
Yeah, it's the second time I've said it.
I would in a heartbeat.
You would, yeah. How early?
Yeah, I was going to ask. 9?
Probably 7, maybe 8.
Okay.
7 or 8, somewhere in that mid to late.
Like, is he ahead of Christian McCaffrey for you?
No.
Yes. For me, yes. And that's only because of Christian McCaffrey's injury history. That's all. That's it for me. I think Gentry's the real deal. I think Gentry's going to be one of the best running backs for the next 5 to 10 years.
Is he ahead of Kyron Williams? Yes, obviously,
Yes.
for you.
For me,
Okay.
he's number 5. I only have
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's
and then the
ahead
big
of
three.
him? Okay, yeah. Henry and the big
Bijan,
three. Yep.
Gibbs, and
Saquon.
Saquon.
You ready for your first royalty?
Let's do it.
Royalty.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. Ricky Pearsall.
Let's go.
I'm super high on Ricky. He's I think he has a chance to be the top receiver in San Francisco this year. We all know with Ayuk's injuries, he might miss some time. Plus, coming off that knee, it takes time to get back into the flow, back into the rhythm.
Mhm.
And then you got an unhappy Juwan Jennings looking for a contract
That hurts
Or a
my
trade.
heart.
or a trade.
That hurts my heart.
Yeah, he just signed an extension last
Hurts my
offseason
heart.
and wants to get a new deal. And if he doesn't get one, is he going to demand the trade? If he does, Ricky Pearsall's instantly your best option. And last year he had, limited action, but 31 catches for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's pretty good for coming off of getting shot in the chest. No big deal.
For real.
Ricky!
For real.
He also had 3 rushing attempts for 45 yards and a touchdown.
I
So
could see them using him a little bit in that Debo-esque
exactly right.
role. That
Mhm.
that void is wide open right now.
Right.
The word I heard when he got drafted last year was he was going to fill that Debo role. And I heard last year Debo was going to get traded. So I like it. That's a big call with him. Where would you put him? Top, 25, 20, 15?
So he's currently being drafted as the 43rd wide receiver off the
Right.
board. I think that's way too low.
Okay.
I think he's definitely top 36, so one of your wide receivers 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
I think by the end of the season, we're probably talking about him as a wide receiver 2,
I
top
like it.
24. Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
I don't hate the take at all.
I don't
actually.
need, especially with Juwan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk news.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
And a healthy Christian McCaffrey is going to help take some pressure off the passing game. So,
Right,
yeah.
right. I can't believe Mike Ford missed his opportunity to do what he said he was going to do pre-episode when we brought up Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
You want to give us the?
I'm just the Ricky Pearsall fanboy you guys got going on here. It's insane. I agree, he's talented. Don't get me wrong, but the Debo leaving, you don't think that's not going to affect them to?
It's going to make him better, I think.
Okay.
You can give him more opportunity.
More ops.
I
More
think
ops.
Debo is built more for that kind of role in running the ball and things like
Has
that.
Debo ever been shot?
I mean,
Bang bang.
Shots
He's
fired.
probably taking
Bang,
some
bang.
shots, dude.
On to the next royalty. We'll go back to me. I'm going to die on this hill. I really am. And maybe it's because I'm watching the show Quarterback on Netflix. If you haven't started watching it, do so.
Good show.
It's really good. This season's Goff, Burrow, Cousins. But I think Sam Laporta is going to be a top 10 tight end this year, top 3 tight end this year.
Okay.
He was supposed to be the number 1.
Okay.
He was supposed to be the number 1 last year, remember? We thought the torch was getting passed and all these things.
Can we give credit to who called that? And
Yeah,
said he
you were
wasn't?
actually right. Yeah, you're actually right. Point it out. Point out when you're right, Gabe. Never when you're wrong.
Fool me once.
But I do think that Laporta is going to rebound in a big way. Goff is as steady as they come, and I think he's this reliable presence. And I do think, as weird as this sounds, I do think that Jamison Williams is going to be traded at some point this year. They're not wanting to extend his contract, it doesn't seem like. They want to get one more year out of him. I think he'd be a good trade deadline piece to move.
Oh, for sure.
Although they're going to be contending. I think the Lions are going to be great. They're going to be contending. But if you can get something for him while losing someone who maybe isn't make or break to your offense, then they might do it, right? So we'll see. We'll see. I think if Jamison Williams does move, again, all speculative, so you can't really go off of that. I think with the offense as is, Laporta is going to be, I think, double-digit touchdowns this year, which I think is going to help him rebound.
Wow.
Tight end is touchdown dependent.
Yeah. And as my tight end's coming up here, my royalty pick for my tight end.
Go ahead.
It's nothing but just feel for the game and just watching him and play in college. I am head over heels about one tight end in particular. I'm going to try to get him in every league, and that is Tyler Warren. Now, this is what I will say real quick. I want to hedge my bet. If somehow, some way, Anthony Richardson is the starting quarterback for the Colts, abort mission. We're out. We're not going with Tyler Warren this year. Daniel Jones, though, I like it because I at least know he can pass. I'm not saying he's a franchise quarterback. For fantasy purposes, though, he can get the ball out. You know, he had Malik Neighbors, and Malik Neighbors was having a good year, even with Daniel Jones. I think Tyler Warren is the real deal. He's going to be the number 1 pass option in that offense. I love Michael Pittman. Josh Downs is a great weapon, too. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. This offense is set up to have fantasy numbers and to put up big numbers and touchdowns. That's the thing from last year. They couldn't put up touchdowns because Anthony Richardson couldn't drive the whole field.
Yep.
Now, I do believe Daniel Jones is set up for success. As crazy as this sounds, it's not even like a dynamic offense. This is the best set of weapons Daniel Jones has ever had. Am I lying? Would you disagree with that? Because if you look in New York, before Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, they didn't help him very much. I mean, so Saquon was a great running back, but this is the best set of weapons Daniel Jones has had. Second or third year, I believe, with Shane Steichen. This is going to be a very good offense. Watch this offense coming up in drafts.
I got nothing to add to that. Like, it's a little rich for me, but
I
get it. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I don't mind the takes and the points that were made. I was looking up while you were talking because he wore 44 at Penn State, and I was trying to figure out, did they retire Dallas Clark's number in Indianapolis? It was number 44. So first I looked up what number is Tyler Warren wearing for the Colts. He's going 84. So maybe Dallas Clark's jersey is retired. Maybe. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That would have been cool, though, if he would have rocked 44.
Yeah.
He'd have been like Dallas Clark out there. Love Dallas Clark. Who's your next royalty, Ray?
Sorry to disappoint. I did not go with a tight end for my next royalty. I got DJ Moore. In Chicago, DJ Moore, he regressed a little last year in his second season in Chicago. A little. We're going to call it a little. But he's primed for a bounce-back year. He still had 98 receptions. I mean, that's a good season by any standard. Yeah,
I did not realize that.
And 6 touchdowns. So he fell short of the 1,000-yard mark. I think it was like 40-something yards short of 1,000 yards. But he's still the number 1 target there in a offense that we all agree Caleb's going to have a nice season, right? He was in our top 10s, right?
He was not in mine.
Not in yours. Me and you?
Yep.
Okay, but
that doesn't mean I don't think he's going to have a good year.
We're the only smart ones.
But the I think biggest reason is his new offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, coming over from the Lions. And DJ Moore has a very similar skill set. I'm not going to say he's not going to have an Amon-Ra season, but he has a very similar skill set, so I think he'll be deployed in a similar fashion. So I'm excited about him, and he's getting drafted around guys like Marvin Harrison, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, who I think DJ Moore is probably the best pick out of those.
Yeah, I'm taking him over all those guys.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
sure.
he had 98 receptions last year.
They forced it to him, but I love the comparison to Amon-Ra. That's how I view him this year, and that's what I'm excited about this Bears offense too. So I love the pick. I think you're onto something with DJ Moore. That's going to be a value pick, and if you can get him in round 4, that's big.
My next royalty, I'm going to stick with the wide receivers. We're going to go a guy who started out last year unbelievable before he got hurt, Nico Collins, Houston
Number
Texans.
1.
If he stayed healthy last year, he was going to end as the wide receiver number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think he stays healthy this year, and I think he finishes as the wide receiver number 1.
Wow. Put it on the board. Nico Collins,
That
number
will
1.
be the first stand on the throne. Nico
I
Collins
love it.
finishes as the number 1 wide receiver over Jamar Chase,
Wow.
over Justin Jefferson,
Mike Four's face
over
right now.
CeeDee Lamb.
I wish Mike Four had a camera on him.
Oh, Mike Ford can't believe what he's hearing. Cannot believe it.
But
But
I love
honestly, CJ Stroud, when he drops back, he's looking for 12
As
every
he should.
single time. Yeah.
As he should.
And if he's in trouble and the play wasn't supposed to go to 12, guess who he's now going to? 12. And I think it continues this year. I know that they lost. I think Tank Dell's hurt still.
He's going to be out for the year.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
And Diggs is gone.
Diggs is gone.
So it's really just the 2 Iowa State rookies, who I think are going to be good as well.
They did bring in our boy that me and Ray
Christian Kirk.
Yep.
So it's only the 2 Iowa State rookies. No, I think Kirk will have a role, right? But I don't think it'll take away from Nico Collins. So I think Nico's still going to have a stellar freaking. Can we say freaking?
You can say whatever you want, dog.
No
is true.
way.
This
He's
is
going to
true.
have a stellar freaking season. And if you look at the way he started last year, 8 targets, 6 catches, 117. 10 targets, 8 catches, 135 and a touchdown. 10 targets, 4 catches, 86, no touchdowns. Not great there. 15 targets, 12 catches, 151 yards and a tut. It's insane. The guy, Nico, he's prototypical size, amazing speed for his size, and physical at the top of what the freak am I looking for?
The route.
When you go up to meet
Highest point, top.
highest point, incredibly physical at the highest point.
Are we going to edit that? I don't know.
I probably will. Probably will, yeah.
What I will say is, if people remember, he actually hurt his hamstring on a 70-yard touchdown catch.
Yeah.
He burnt the guy, and that's how he hurt his hamstring. He's that fast.
Yep. I remember because I had him in a couple spots.
Yeah, you ain't got to sell me on Nico Collins. He's one of my favorite players in the league to watch. I absolutely love turning on Texans on Sunday so I can see what he does.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? We're watching Texans.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
They're
Shout
good.
out CJ and Nico.
Yeah, they're good.
Who's your royalty?
This
Gabe?
one, it happened just to hit me the other day. I was looking at my list, and I was thinking, there's a lot of good young wide receivers, but there's one receiver in particular that's I feel like being disrespected, and this all happened because of you, Al. We were doing a mock because we found out a draft order for one of our leagues. I pick at 2, you pick at 9, so we were like, hey, let's do a mock real quick. I ended up getting Saquon. And this man in the mock in the second round, A.J. Brown.
AJ Brizzle.
Which, at first I'm like, okay, A.J. Brown, that's a solid pick. And then I really thought about it. A.J. Brown is still one of the top 5 receivers in this league. He actually finished wide receiver 5 from week 6 to 17. Now, people might forget he got hurt week 1, and he missed the next 4 games. The disrespect, my thing is just the disrespect of where he's being drafted. Wide receiver 10. This guy is still a top 5 wide receiver. If you want to push it back, top 7 maybe. I understand there's a lot of Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas. There's young guys coming up. I get that. But A.J. Brown is still Jalen Hurts' favorite target. He still gets probably 10 targets a game on average, around there. He still scores touchdowns. He's still the big threat receiver. A.J. Brown was just disrespected. And this is coming from a Cowboys fan.
I know.
which is crazy. I seen receivers ahead of him, and I'm just like, there's no way this receiver's ahead of him, and we'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
I think A.J. Brown should be early second, maybe even late first, and it's kind of crazy how his draft ADP right now, as of July 18th, is late second round.
That's nuts. That's great value.
If I get Saquon and A.J. Brown, I'm dancing.
Yeah, that's crazy value.
Which sucks because Mike Ford picks at pick 4. And so now he's going to be like, I got to look at this now.
Mike Ford.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. All right. No disagreeing. So we can just move on.
Royalty King.
Royalty. Let's go to on the other side of. Oh, I apologize.
Just gonna totally skip.
I'm
over
sorry,
one.
Mike.
Cool.
Too.
Disrespect.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
And
Too.
this might be the spiciest one. Well,
this is the boldest one potentially. Who's your last?
He's a pretty popular sleeper. Go ahead. Sorry.
This is Mike Ford's favorite of them all. So we're gonna
Mike
throw
Ford's
that out
approval.
there.
That's good.
It's Jordan Mason with the Vikings. He got traded there this offseason for a late round pick, nothing crazy. But the Vikings also promptly extended him with a 2-year deal.
Yeah, immediately. Smart.
Now, don't get me wrong, Aaron Jones is still the starter currently as we speak. Right now, Aaron Jones is a starter. Last season, the soon-to-be 31-year-old played a career-high 62.7% of snaps. He's got a history of hamstring injuries.
He does.
And he has also dealt with some fumbling issues last season. 5 fumbles last year. Now, I'm not to say he's not going to fall off a cliff or anything, but this could be a season we see Aaron Jones decline a little bit. The Vikings did upgrade their O-line. They brought in Will Freeze, and they drafted Donovan Jackson in the first round. So I think they have a plan for their running back situation, whether it's to keep Aaron Jones healthy, play Jordan Mason a little more in some spot duty, or not. I think Jordan Mason's primed to have a good season.
I like it. I probably won't end up with him in any of my leagues because I do think he's going to be a very popular sleeper, and he's going to get picked 6th round. And that's probably a little rich for my taste because I do like Aaron Jones. But I also agree with you on everything you just said about Aaron Jones, about the age and the fumbling. Aaron Jones has never been a 250 carry kind of guy. He's always been around 200 carries. So I think they are going to work both. Even with J.J. McCarthy, his first year, they're going to utilize that run game a lot. So I think both are in line for 15 touches a game, possibly, if everything goes well for the Vikings.
Do we have his current ADP by chance?
I can look it up.
Jordan Mason?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I can look it up. You guys can keep talking.
Mike Ford, do you know what his current ADP is?
Number 1 in my book. No, I like him. I think he's going to be I think they're going to both complement each other, too, as well.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Jones needs that. Going to the Vikings and kind of being the only one, it just kind of seems like he ran out of steam kind of coming up in the middle of the season and even in the end. So that's just me.
Per usual, Aaron Jones.
Didn't he have a hip injury, too, as well, or some sort of, like...
I think hamstring,
I remember hamstrings. Yeah. It's very possible, though.
Yeah. Good old Aaron Jones.
I mean, the hamstring is connected.
He is talented. The hip bones connected.
Yeah, exactly.
What's his ADP? You find it yet?
I can't even find him.
Yep. What?
I'm on Fantasy Pros. Shout out to Fantasy Pros. I cannot. Oh, here he is. Okay, so okay, he's right behind Zach Charbonnet. Okay, 38. He's RB 38. Let me go back here. RB 38.
I see overall 103 in PPR.
He's
ESPN 133.
ADP 110 on average.
Yeah.
So it's about 8th round, 9th round ish.
Yeah, I would maybe take him there, but like you said, he's probably going to move up.
I think he shoots up
the ladder, and at that point, what's too rich for you, Ray? He's your royalty.
Yeah, I mean, 6 rounds probably too early. Maybe 7th or 8th, I'd be looking at him. Especially if I draft Aaron Jones earlier, then I definitely want to pick him up, be that handcuff for if Aaron Jones goes down.
Yeah.
Or loses his job for fumbling. I don't know. It could happen.
If you draft Aaron Jones,
yeah,
you have to. You then go a little early on Jordan Mason.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
But then you gotta take them both around. You gotta go back to back almost. You're taking Aaron Jones round 6, and then Jordan Mason round 7.
Right, and it's maybe not enough
I don't love that, but
it's maybe not enough of a true split, right? For that,
you just take your chance on Jordan Mason and just say, hey, he's gonna win the job.
I think that too. I think for Aaron Jones, it's not if, it's when.
When. Okay.
when he gets hurt. It's 'cause it's going to happen. It's just when.
Yeah. God, I hate to say that about people.
It's
They're
tough.
injury prone. It's so
Yeah.
predictable.
Yeah.
So predictable. Joker time. On the
go.
other side, the guys that aren't our royalty, the guys that we think aren't going to do very well. And you'll see a theme with my 3, and the guys were getting on me earlier about it. My 3 aren't super risque, if you will, but I think it's almost a guarantee that these guys aren't going to be good. We start with one from last year who was a joker for a lot of people that drafted him, and that's Patrick Mahomes. I think Mahomes, for whatever reason, his talent doesn't translate to fantasy football. And I think Kelsey did take a step. The whole offense kind of took a step back last year. I think Kelsey did slim up. He's supposed to look more trim and, maybe get a half step back and get open a little bit more. But losing Rashee Rice definitely hurt. Xavier Worthy is a monster, and I think he's actually going to be pretty good, but not enough to make Patrick Mahomes be a top 12 quarterback. He wasn't even that last year.
I was going to get on you at first before the Rashee Rice news. I'm with you. So last year, Hollywood Brown got hurt in the preseason. Pacheco got hurt after week 2. Rice got hurt in week 4 or 5. The weapons just got hurt, and they were never healthy, and the offense just looked super bad. I think if they were fully healthy, if Rashee Rice somehow, some way doesn't get suspended, I do like Mahomes this year actually to have a bounce back. With that being said, with the Rashee Rice news, and then you're bound to have some injuries, I can get behind this one.
Well, so Mahomes, let's just run through his last, besides his rookie season. Fantasy points per game, 26.1 in 18, 20.5, 25, 21.3, 24.6, and then the last 2 years, 17.5 and 17.7. From your starting quarterback,
He's definitely come back.
you need 20-plus points every week from your starting quarterback, minimum, right? I mean, that's what makes you a top 12 fantasy quarterback. And he hasn't done it for 2 straight seasons.
Yeah.
I don't think he will this year.
Yeah, and I don't think they brought in enough help for the offense to change that. Juju ain't doing nothing. I mean, we sold on Sky Moore. Who's going to replace Rashee Rice? And can Kelsey get his game back?
Yeah.
Again, fully healthy, I will buy into Mahomes. But with Rashee Rice probably getting suspended and just a couple, it's unbearable. Hollywood Brown has an injury history too. So
Yeah,
Kelsey getting older, you can't rely on Kelsey as being your number 1 anymore, unfortunately.
Can't.
Yeah.
Who's your first joker? I know we're sticking with quarterback here.
Listen, I heard some of you guys come at my boys for not having Matthew Stafford in the top 10.
No.
Guys, Matthew Stafford is 37 years old. This guy, look, I love Devontae. I love that addition. Do I think Matthew Stafford's going to be a top 10 fantasy quarterback? No. And if he is, he's going to be like number 10. I think we have to separate fantasy from reality. Reality, I think Matthew Stafford's going to be a great quarterback. I can see like 25 touchdowns and 5 picks, which is a really good season. For fantasy purposes, though, that's like 1 touchdown a game. And from your quarterback, that's not great. They had I think people think too, Sean McVay, fast-paced offense. Oh, they're quick. They're explosive. They're everything. They had the 20th fastest-paced offense last year. They're not a fast-paced team anymore. Matthew Stafford's not that guy anymore. If he was prime Detroit, for sure. But you also have Kyron Williams in the backfield. They are actually a pretty run-heavy team. They split it pretty evenly, 50-50, as close as you can get. So Kyron Williams takes away from that. Devontae Adams, great addition. But this is if you have to look from a reality, they're going to be up a lot too. Their defense is young and improving, and they're going to be a really good team. They're just not going to be behind enough for Matthew Stafford to put up great numbers.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Oh, who's not that guy?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh.
You said he's not that guy.
Okay.
Going back to what I was looking at with Mahomes, the only 2 seasons that Matthew Stafford has scored more than 20 fantasy points per game, 2011 and 2019, with his last 2 seasons only being 16.2 points per game and last year 13.4 points per game. I mean,
And he has an injury. He's getting
he has-
older, and he's
right,
injured
correct. And that that does take into effect, right? Like this is just fantasy points per game. So like 2 years ago he played 15. Last year he played 16. But he's just not a fantasy starting quarterback.
too. Reality, top 10 easily. You could even make the argument for top 5.
Whoa.
You can make the argument. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying you can make the argument. If someone's telling me Matthew Stafford's top 5, I'm like, okay, whatever. But as in fantasy, there are so many better options this year.
No doubt. You
Yeah.
got anything?
No.
Agreed.
You guys said it all.
All right.
I'm out on Stafford. Not interested. For me, next one up is Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Tyrone Tracy.
Wait,
Junior.
Hold on, pause. Because he has Chris Olave.
Yes, Chris
yeah.
Olave. Yeah,
Oh,
we
shit,
put
my
Olave.
bad.
We
I
put
can't
Olave
see.
in order.
I can go Olave.
Yeah, go Olave. So just bring it back.
All right.
All right, good.
All right. Next up for me is Chris Olave, New Orleans Saints wide receiver. I am not confident in this quarterback room. Chris Olave has a concussion history. It's not something I'm trying to predict or anything, but it is something to be aware of if you're looking to draft him. How do we feel about Kellen Moore? He's there.
As a Cowboy fan, I hated Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't say much because last year with the Eagles, he did pretty well. I hated Kellen Moore. I think he's very predictable. But he's not a bad play caller. He's okay.
So the reports I've read so far coming out of New Orleans is that he's going to be emphasizing the run game, which makes a lot of sense considering your quarterback situation.
Yeah.
If that's the case, there are other receivers in the range that Chris Olave is going that I like better. Jalen Waddle being one, Ted McMillan. I can't say his whole first name, so I'm just not going to try.
Pretoria.
That one.
I don't even know if I pronounced it right.
Calvin Ridley, even Travis Hunter's going at that spot. I don't know if I like Travis Hunter more or less than Chris Olave at this point, but those are some other options there in that Chris Olave range. I'm not in love with that Saints offense.
I mean, I'm with you 100%. I'm trying to stay away from the Saints offense. I was going to get you on this a little bit because I was like, that's an easy pick, but Chris Olave is looked at as one of the best receivers. Last year, he was a second-round pick, if I'm not mistaken. So I get, and then I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know who the Saints quarterback is this year right now. Like
No one knows.
Is it Spencer
Rattler?
I don't know.
Tyler Shuck. I would say he's currently at Vegas odds. He's the odds-on favorite.
Okay.
And all the depth charts you see online, they have him listed as QB1 right
Yep.
now.
That's so gross.
Yep, with Rattler in the competition.
So I'm with you. I agree on that one.
You don't think Shuck's going to be offensive rookie of the year and going to light everyone up?
I already told you who my offensive rookie of the year is.
Yeah, I know. And
Come on
it's
now.
Probably correct.
Come on now.
Probably correct. We're going to stick with wide receiver here. Again, the guys got on me for how easy my jokers are. Even this guy know he's washed. He went to New England, Stephon Diggs, where wide receivers go to not do anything.
Tell that to Randy Moss.
Is my next joker. How long has that been?
It's been 10 years about.
How long?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, the wide receivers in New England, they can't produce anymore. It's just not a thing. And I think Stephon Diggs just continues that trend. I know, easy joker, whatever. What do you got, Gabe? Throw it at me.
I got you. I got on your case earlier, and it's an easy pick.
It's way too easy.
But you know what's funny? Because I knew I was going to do this. I wouldn't be afraid to take Stephon Diggs.
I know.
I would
You
take
like
a chance.
Diggs. You like Diggs.
I do like Diggs. I do think he can be a decent flex this year because I like Drake May. You know I like Drake May a lot. He's the number one option, obviously, coming off the torn ACL. It's an easy pick to say he's not going to do well, but at the same time, I can see him surprising people. So if you want to stand on the throne and say he's the Joker, so be it. But I was giving you a hard time because it was an easy pick. But I'm on the fence about him. I don't know if I want him or I don't. I'm still kind of skeptical, but at the same time, I'm like, it's Stephon Diggs.
Right, but it's been a couple seasons removed now since he's been good.
He was solid last year. I mean, not great, but he was okay until he got hurt. I had him on one league. He was a solid flex, maybe wide receiver 2, depending on how your team's built.
All right.
But he was doing okay until he got hurt.
All right. Anything?
Yeah, for me, I mean, if we like Drake May, we got to like some receiver in the building because Mac Hollins ain't it. And I don't think Demario Douglas is it either. Maybe the rookie Kyle Williams. Shout out Kyle Williams, UNLV
Shout out
transfer.
Kyle Williams.
But somebody's got to catch the football from Mr. May, and it's if it's not Stephon Diggs, who is it? So I think Diggs is in line for to be the most productive receiver in that building.
In New England.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of you'd rather have the wide receiver 2 on a good offense than the wide receiver 1 on a bad offense.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I'm chalking the Patriots up as a bad offense this year. And maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Who is it's going to get real
spicy.
freaking spicy.
Oh my God.
This is where we start to have
I almost
fun.
want Gabe to go back to back with his last 2 jokers. This is out of control.
All right.
Who's your first joker, Gabe?
Just getting ready to spar here, guys. Let me get a little stretch here. I'm going to throw a couple jabs, maybe a couple haymakers.
Goodness.
All right. Listen. It shocked me when Al did his running back video, and he said Bucky Irving is top 5. Now, I like Bucky Irving. Top 5 was a little bit stretch for me. So I said, you know what? Let me do some research real quick. Let me see how Bucky Irving did last year. You know he was the RB17 last year. So he was an RB2. Solid RB2. Now, where I think people got confused, though, was he got drafted like 14th round, 13th round. You were taking a chance on Bucky Irving, and he definitely outperformed his draft status. I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But coming into this year, now you're going to take him in the second round. I think he's going to be a disappointment. Right now, his draft ADP is 19. That's late second round. Liam Cohen leaves. I do think they're going to struggle. That offense, I'm actually a little hesitant on because I love Baker Mayfield.
The truth.
I think they all are good players, but the play calling is so important, and I think it's going to go down, and I think they're going to pass a lot too. You still have Rashad White there too. I just think Bucky Irving's being a little too high valued. Bring him down a little bit. I'm telling you, were very happy with him last year because you got him in the 13th round, and he outperformed, and you looked like a genius if you drafted him. You're going to look dumb if you draft him in the mid-second round.
Well, I traded for him.
Fair. I'm just taking people in general.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, can I give a counter argument for you?
Yes,
Go for it.
You're looking at Bucky Irvin as a whole. Last season, Bucky Irvin didn't get going until after the bye week.
Fair.
Right? I look at his attempts, rushing attempts, the first 10 weeks is 9, 7, 9, 10, 9, 14, 9, 9, 7. So, like, single digits. After the bye week, 12 carries, 25 carries, then one off week with 4, but 15, 16, 20, and 19. So his usage went up significantly. And I think that is where, and his touchdowns also went up after the bye week. So I think that's where people are seeing the value is what he can be in that second half of the season because he wasn't the starter to open the season.
At one point last year, Bucky Irving in his 5 games with more than 10 rushing attempts is averaging 20.8 points per game, 128.4 yards per game, and 0.8 touchdowns. His 17-game pace would have been 2,183 yards, 14 touchdowns.
Okay.
If he was able to be the starter for 17.
Would you say Bucky Irving, off of talent-wise, let's just say we're starting a franchise, would you say Bucky Irving's a top 10 running back? Talent-wise?
That's tough to say. He's only done it for 1 year. But
Right. No, but I'm just saying, would you draft him as a top 10 running back if you were starting a team?
he went to Oregon for a reason.
I can name 10 other running backs that I'd rather have. I just don't think he's as talented as people think. Again, he outperformed his draft stats last year. He had a good year. RB17, though. And I know he blew up after the bye week. I think he's going to digress this year. I'm calling it now. I just don't want people to jump on Bucky Irving and think of like he's going to be great. You know, he kind of reminds me of, and I hate the comparison because they're not the same, but they kind of are. Doug Martin. He reminds me a little bit of the muscle hamster. Now, Bucky Irving's a speedster. He's not the muscle hamster necessarily. I don't think Bucky Irving's capable of 20 carries a game. I don't think he's a workhorse. That's not his game. He did it last year. It was 1 year. I think he's going to digress. I think he's going to get less touches, less carries, and they're going to pass the ball a lot more. And I do think Rashad White makes a little bit of a comeback, just a little bit. Now, I'm not saying Rachaad White's great, but I'm just saying
That is out of control.
that's just
That is out of control, and you'll see why when I get to my last my last joker. But before I do, stick to the running backs.
Yeah, Tyrone Tracy Jr. is my next joker, and this is all about one thing, and that's Cam Scatterbo.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Look, I'm not in love with this Giants offense at all. They finished third. They've ranked 30th in scoring in 4 of the last 5 seasons. Nothing to look forward to here. Tyrone Tracy tied for the 3rd most fumbles in the league last year. That's not a good sign.
No, he was fumble happy.
Yeah, and I think that he's going to move more towards that traditional 3rd down back roll.
Scat.
Yeah, and Scat will come in and take the primary down. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Cam Scatterbo comes in and takes the primary job from him at some point this preseason.
It's tough with Tyrone Tracy for me. I saw him on your joker list, and I was like, man, he's so electric.
He's very electric.
But he has the fumbling issues. He has the size, durability. He can't really be that guy. I wasn't sure how to feel about it, but your points are very valid. And you know, in no world am I taking Tracy, I don't think, in any draft.
Yeah,
really.
no. I'm not drafting him.
Yeah.
I like Tracy.
Would you draft him?
But I really like Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah.
Oh, boo. I don't know what it is. But I do like Cam Scatterbo. He's really good. I was actually hoping the Cowboys drafted him.
I think everybody was hoping they drafted
someone. The Cowboys definitely needed a running back. But I think he's going to be a good running back. But I still do think Tyrone Tracy is going to get his. This was part of my I texted the group earlier. I said, guys, I love you, but we're going to get feisty. Tyrone Tracy's like ranked 40th running back or something right now. I was like, really? We're going to pick the 40th ranked running back as a joker? And that you're going to get it next. I'm coming for your head too. I told both of them. Yeah, you're both going to get it equally. That's all I'm saying. Or RB30. He's RB30, so.
Yeah, RB30. He's still like a starting running back in the league, and I think he's going to lose his job is where I'm going with it.
For sure.
We're going to go, unless you got more.
No, go for it.
We're going to go to my last joker, and then we're going to do an audible on Mike 4. I'm going to give him a heads up. We're going to go from mine to Ray's, then Gabe's, okay?
Saving Gabe for last.
Saving Gabe for last because
Smart
it is
move.
insane what Gabe is going to say.
Yeah.
We'll get back to mine really quick. He already mentioned this guy, and he thinks that this guy's going to be a top 10 running back, and he's going to have an MVP season. But I think he's a joker. It's going to be Rachaad White. For all the reasons that he said Bucky Irving isn't going to be good is all the reasons why I think Bucky Irving is going to be good, and it's going to make Rachaad White running back number what?
Top 5.
No, like where's he going currently?
Oh, Rachaad White?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at something else.
Oh, you're good. I thought you were on the screen. Rachaad White, I think, is going to barely see the field this year. I think Bucky Irving is going to run away with this job. I think he does have the 3-down ability. I know Gabe didn't think so. I think Rachaad White will average 5 to 7 touches a game. I don't think he gets to double digits. And if you're drafting him, I don't draft him before round 14, so I'll never get him. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not looking at Rachaad White at all.
Yeah.
I can't find him again. I that's what I'm saying. Picking guys I can't even find. These are guys like everyone's like reach at the draft or like I can't find him. He's down on my list. Like he's down here. This is why. Okay, yeah, we're gonna save my joker for last. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Ray's joker up next.
Yeah, before we get there, Gabe, weren't all your royalty guys up at the top of the ADP rankings?
They were disrespected, though.
Oh,
A.J. Brown was disrespected.
All right.
A.J. Brown's a top 5 guy. He's going top 10. What?
My next joker is a tight end, and he is tight end 10 if you needed the ADP right now for him. I don't have the ADP, but his ranking is consensus at number 10. Okay. Jonnu Smith. I just don't like his situation. He's back with Arthur Smith running the offense, and it's a run-first offense. He's always been that way, and Arthur Smith couldn't figure out how to utilize the most freakish tight end we've ever seen, Kyle Pitts, down in Atlanta. So I don't see how Jonnu Smith is going to have the similar type of season that he had. Tight end 10 is too much for me. I think he's borderline undraftable. 3 years playing for Arthur Smith, he finished tight end 20, tight end 16, tight end 17.
Wow.
You also got Pat Fryermuth and Darnell Washington there in the tight end room as well. We don't know. I mean, is Aaron Rodgers going to be effective as a quarterback? How do we feel about that?
I hate the trade. I hate the trade for John.
Yeah, I think it's a tough spot to find himself in. I think he was in a good spot, and
Now he's not.
It's not going to be good.
Yep.
See, look, I pooped on both of you guys. I pooped on Ray.
Poo-poo.
I'm about to give Ray his flowers.
Nobody poops on me.
That was great. That was a great take. The Arthur Smith stat, that was great. Even Darnell Washington.
Yeah.
What a shout out to Darnell Washington. I love that. I love the take. I'm torn. Same kind of with Stephon Diggs. I'm on the fence. Like, I like Jonnu Smith with Rodgers. But I'm just like, not sold. He's one of those guys, if I end up with him, I end up with him, but I'm not trying to get him.
You couldn't draft him confidently to be your tight end one, right?
No. It's a low risk, low reward, maybe.
I won't draft him. And here's 2 tight ends that are being currently ranked after him that I promise you'll want more. Tyler Warren and Tucker Kraft are both being ranked below consensus ADP right now.
Definitely right there.
Yep.
But no, Ray, that was a great take. Flowers. That was a great take right there.
Good job, Ray.
That was good.
Job, Ray.
Thank you.
Turn up, Ray. Turn up, Ray. All right, now we can all get really pissed off, including Mike 4.
From one great take to one
And
crap take.
And look at
I can't wait.
Look at this poo-poo take.
I can't wait till the season starts.
The last joker for you, Gabe, is who?
Listen, if you are a fan of this podcast, you know I have a distinct hate. I don't even want to say hate. Oh.
Yeah, Ray.
I'll start.
Yeah.
Now you can start out.
Ray, I'm going to let you take the counter argument because you wrote notes about it.
Sure as hell did.
Yeah.
You goddamn right I did.
So we'll just pick up from.
I'll start
you,
over.
Gabe.
Yeah,
Just starting over.
Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Look, if you're a fan of this podcast and you've watched this before, you know I'm not a fan of a certain receiver. I don't think he's good. I think he's overrated. I don't see why he is drafted as a top 10 wide receiver this year. And that's Drake London. Look, guys, I don't want to dislike him. I have no reason to dislike him. He plays in Atlanta. I'm a Cowboys fan. We don't hate the Falcons. I don't even know what college he went to. I don't care what college he went to. But I just don't see the talent in Drake London. He is a knockoff version of Mike Evans in my eyes. Now, he finished as wide receiver 11 last year. He played every single game from week 1. And I only do week 1 from 17. I don't count 18. Because if you're playing a championship in week 18, I discredit your league. Anyways, week 1 to 17, he was wide receiver 11, and he played every single game. Guys who just finished behind him. A.J. Brown, who missed 3 games and would have finished ahead of him. Jordan Addison, who missed 2 games and would have finished ahead of him. Ladd McConkey, who missed a game and would have finished ahead of him. These are guys that just finished within 5 points of him. Garrett Wilson didn't miss a game. Jerry Jeudy didn't miss a game. But T. Higgins missed quite a few games, and he would have been ahead of him. Drake London would have been like wide receiver 15. Still okay. Listen, I don't want to completely poop on him. He's okay. He's a okay wide receiver too.
Okay is crazy.
This motion of him being a top 10 wide receiver is mind-boggling to me. If you want to look at his numbers too, real quick, and then I'll let you guys counter. He had 2 games where he had really good numbers. Other than that, he's averaging around 10 points, which that's first or second round talent to you in fantasy drafts. That's crazy to me. If you want to take him, please, by all means, take him. He's all yours. I will not take him. Go for it.
Wait, I said I'd let Ray take this, but let me just say one thing.
Don't count his Week 18 game because his Week 18 game was incredible.
He said 2 games where he had good numbers.
Great number, like really good number. They hit 200-yard games.
He had 3 100-yard games.
Don't count
We're
Week 18.
not counting Week 18.
Stop counting Week 18.
But you have to in this case
No.
because Michael Penix was the starter.
Exactly.
For Week 18 and Week 17. Both weeks over 100. Week 18, 2 touchdowns over 100. Ray, go. I'm sorry.
I got the numbers for you.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
He had 100 receptions. A.J. Brown had 67 last season.
And A.J. Brown missed 3 games. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. 100 receptions, 1,271 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and that's with Captain Kirk Cousins throwing the football, who we all know was pretty broken. right?
He ended up broken, but he started off the season okay.
When Michael Penix Jr. came in and took over the starting job, 3 games, 22 receptions.
Okay.
In 3 games with 352 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's good for 23.1 fantasy points per game. He's 6'4" with a ridiculous wingspan. The touchdowns are bound to improve because he's gonna be the red zone target. Michael Penix loves to throw deep, and check out these last 2 numbers I got for you. He was on the field for 90% of the snaps. 90% of the snaps. He doesn't come off the field.
That's
great.
Durable.
He had a 27.2 target share in 2024. That's good for 4th in the NFL. That, my friend, points to wide receiver 1.
Yes, it does.
A wide receiver
So
1,
his
not 1 overall.
His last 3 games, you said you pointed out that with Michael Penix, he played great, right?
Correct.
You know who those last 3 games were against? The New York Giants, great defense. The Washington Commanders, who average defense, and the Carolina Panthers, great defense. Those are 3 of the worst defenses last year that against passing game and receivers.
Look,
Listen, we're basing this off of 3 games and potential. This is what we did with Kyle Pitts every year. Oh, it's not Kyle Pitts. It was his quarterback. And every year it's Kyle Pitts. It's not – I promise you it's not the quarterback. I like Michael Penix. I think Drake London, like I said, wide receiver 2, I'm all for that. 3rd round, cool. This notion of him going late or early second, mid-second, boggles my mind. And if you're okay with mediocrity, fine. Like I said,
mediocrity is
10
crazy.
points a game. We want to talk about 100 catches. We play 17 games now.
10
or
points.
18 games, actually. So that's that's over 5 catches a game. We're talking about Jamar Chase, who gets over 10 and like he's in that category. Or okay, maybe not Jamar Chase. I'm sorry. But Malik Neighbors, who gets 10 catches for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm just saying, Drake London, to me, does not touch those guys.
Oh, man.
Brian Thomas Jr.
I don't know how you can't see 100 receptions and 1,271 yards. That's the number 1 receiver.
In 18 games. That's not impressive. That's over 5 catches a game. That's not that impressive. That's a catch a quarter.
In week 18, he did have 10 catches.
Right.
So that would make it was
90?
90 through 17.
Yeah.
90 is still pretty damn good. And I think 90 becomes 100 again this year in 17 games with Penix under center. I think this year Penix is going to throw to Drake London like those guys throw to the guys you mentioned, like Jamar, like Malik Neighbors, like the guys that demand the ball being thrown to them double-digit times a game. I think that happens with Drake London this year.
Go ahead, Ray. I rebutted. You go ahead.
No, he's nailing it. Like Penix loves the deep ball. Like, and Drake London 6'4" with a wingspan. Like, that's just ridiculous. He goes up, gets the ball. He's gonna be a red zone threat. And 27% target share is crazy.
Red zone threat with 4 touchdowns is wild.
He had Kirk Cousins throwing the ball. He was broken half the season.
Kirk Cousins did good until halfway through the season. And then, I'll give you Kirk Cousins was bad for like 4 games. But before that, where was the Kirk Cousins hate? Kirk Cousins was playing well. He beat Philadelphia on the road on Monday night. Kirk Cousins was not the problem until like week 8 or week 9.
That's half your season.
So let's do this. We like to do this game. Drake London or Nico Collins?
Oh, Nico's my guy.
Nico.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm just asking
It
where
goes
we draw the
Nico
line.
1, Drake London 2.
Okay, let's do Drake London or let me think. Drake London or Mike Evans?
Drake London.
Drake London. Yep.
Oh my lord.
Drake
Okay.
London or AJ Brown.
Okay.
I would strongly consider Drake London.
I will flip this table.
I would probably take AJ Brown, but I would strongly consider Drake London there.
You're talking about the wide receiver 5 for 11 weeks versus the wide receiver 2 for 3 weeks. That's
3
what we're
weeks
doing
with the new starting quarterback
against Washington, Carolina, and the New York Giants. That's what we're doing?
I don't know how you can discount 1,200 yards with these 2 quarterbacks.
Because he had like 400 yards in the last 2 games. He had 800 yards up until that point.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's with Kirk Cousins and Penix.
800 yards in 15 games. That is terrible.
That's a good season. He had a solid season.
That's okay. That's not wide receiver 1 territory for me. That's not. I mean, my wide receiver 1, I want north of 1,400 yards. Now, that doesn't happen often, obviously, but obviously depending on how your team is set up in fantasy football, it does depend if you are running back or wide receiver first. If I go wide receiver first 2 rounds, I'm expecting over 1,400 yards.
I'm pretty confident in Michael Penix. I'm high on him. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback this year.
I like Penix.
I am too.
He is going to be able to find. He's going to be able to find Drake London more so than Kirk Cousins did.
Throw up the damn graphic, David.
Put some
Mike
respect
4.
on his
Mike
name.
4.
Come on.
Throw up that graphic.
I can't wait.
Throw up
I
that graphic.
cannot wait. You guys better pray Drake London is good this year. Because if not, I want apologies from every single one of you.
We never got our Josh Allen apology. What are we talking about?
I owned up to that. No, hold on. I owned up to that. I was really wrong. And Josh Allen, I apologize. But I was wrong. But I will sit on this throne, and I have not seen any evidence to show me that Drake London is the number 1 wide receiver. Week 18.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end it. That is an unreal take from Gabe. This will go down similar to the Josh Allen take, where everyone's going to talk about it preseason.
This one's
and then come week 4, people are going to be calling Gabe's phone, blowing him up. Hey, bro, what was that about? Hey, bro, we told you so. Hey, bro. We'll see.
I can't wait.
If Gabe is right, he can call everyone that called him last year for Josh Allen.
And you all better answer your phones. Don't run when I come for you.
I just think, man, like a wide receiver getting 100 catches in a season is not valuable. It's not a number like.
Isn't that crazy?
Hey, David.
Mike 4.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Twice.
Oh my God. No, I
That's
didn't
okay.
call him by his first name. I didn't call him by his name.
But I'm just saying,
No, I
like,
didn't.
to put that in perspective, to be like, what? Like that's.
Hey, what's 17 divided by 100?
Hey, you don't draft him. I will, man. Please
Have him, please. Please take Drake London instead of AJ Brown in our league, please.
Oh no, I like AJ Brown. Don't get me wrong. I'm okay with that. But to discredit that, and I think Michael Penix is an upgrade over Kirk Cousins. In my opinion, I think he's got a better ball. I think he's more agile. He's more athletic. I think that suits Drake London a lot better. So I think even more, he's going to get more than 100 catches.
Okay, let's end real quick. One more question, then we can end this. Where would you draft him? Where do you think his ADP should be?
Drake London?
Yeah.
I think he's a top 10.
Top 10 wide receiver?
I think he's a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think he's a wide receiver 1, man. Yeah, like he's
for sure.
On any
Easily.
roster. He's very capable of being a wide receiver 1.
So ADP, where are you taking him?
I take him in the
3rd round?
Yeah.
3rd round? Okay,
Late
I
second,
can live with that.
late
but
second, early third.
What I'm seeing is him going early second. Like, I'm seeing him go ahead of A.J. Brown. I'm seeing him go ahead of Brian Thomas Jr. That's where I have the problem.
I have Drake London currently as my number 10 in my ranking, behind Brian Thomas Jr., behind Malik Neighbors.
Behind A.J. Brown.
Behind A.J. Brown, yes.
But I'm just saying, I've seen him I've seen him wide receiver 9. So there are some lists that have him ahead of Brian Thomas Jr., ahead of A.J. Brown.
There's
That's
a
all I'm saying.
lot of potential there, man.
There is. Okay, I don't think we are vehemently disagreeing with some of your points. We're just vehemently disagreeing with the fact that you say he's a joker.
Yeah.
Which is essentially a bust, right? So for him to be a bust, he's going to have to really underperform because his floor seems pretty low at this, or pretty high. His floor seems pretty high at this point with his situation.
You're going to make me do a crazy take, aren't you?
You already did a crazy
you
take. You want to do another one?
I'll do it.
already
Yeah,
did.
I'll do. Oh, I have no hesitation to do a crazy take. You know that.
Let's save it.
I'll save it.
We'll save it.
I wasn't going to do it. I thought about it, but no.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to the Royalty versus Joker episode of Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast. It was 7/18/2025 to put a date on it. It was fun. We had some heated arguments.
I told them
we
before,
lit it up.
I love you guys. We're just going to get heated.
We
but
lit it up.
It's all love at the end of the day.
For sure. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, we're going to start doing one a week in August, so you'll see us much more often. This will probably be the last episode of July, so we'll start seeing you guys in August. Until next time, peace.